Hello, welcome back to Disco Elysium. I'm XYZard. Let's talk to this asshole again, maybe? I don't know. Sometime after 2100. Alright, let's go get those signatures for Everart then, I guess. Mr. Dubois. What's in here? Half-light? What the hell's half-light? Let the body take control. Threaten people. For RPG stuff? No. Fashion? Yeah. That said, if I want to be fashionable, I should probably get rid of this dumb hat, but whatever. Wow. That gets a little bit quieter. Don't know why the game's kind of weird about going downstairs. Hey, mañana.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? That's so. I haven't heard anything about that. But if that's true, well, I ain't the murdering type. But that's
I
just
believe.
me.
Yeah, I would believe he's
He
not.
believes the Hardy Boys could have done it.
Understood. This has been of limited.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
All right, Scabby boy.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Let's talk about our right to work. Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Yep.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union...
I have a question. Why do all...
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No.
No.
They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do! When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to pull off. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. Silence is the answer. There's some. You've been talking to him for quite a while now.
what's
Where
it
you
to
from?
Am I a suspect? Done no.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or
We're all workers, right? Workers stick
Yeah.
together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling,
Excuse me.
bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial.
pretty okay as far as lies go.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. What's it to you? Big mess.
Every once in a while.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick to... Worked at...
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess let's just leave that there. Booze.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you.
Uh-huh.
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. No response wherever this woman is.
Snap.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more...
Where am I? Who are you? Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic. The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic.
Small jaws.
Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber? Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution, the side walls and cafes are filled with the young people. Until you came along, that is. This is Gabriel Buenguer.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and
He was the
Nice.
biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys.
in all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
Someone was.
Mhm.
They are someone's memories, boy. They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful.
All of what? The world.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman.
Lawman.
It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty...
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petro-state, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Uh-huh.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds? Of course not. But whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides,
Uh-huh.
I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. Then it's contraband, Loman. What?
Bad hand. Hermenegildos's bad hand strangled
Yeah.
300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Of course not. To truly understand the
The
All right.
boyadero, Boya for short, is a cow herder from upstream.
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He
I see.
promises to marry her as soon as he... Of course not. The boyadero returns from the western plain a changed man. One...
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the magret. Then he rides off. Because the western plain... The most beautiful. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by man or woman. His beloved.
She's
In the
just a
way.
distracted old woman.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you.
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the
rats?
Lomonosov's Land, Udajnaya Zemlya, the Western, the Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the blue... You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should tell...
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say? What do I need drugs for, Lowman? Would I... Yes.
Adversary.
There is a protagonista and an adversario.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them.
If you don't know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
who the fuck is Irrat? Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco Negro. Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, on the U41A. What do you think they... No, Lowman, diamonds. Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any...
Diamonds are good for you. Where do you want?
Okay.
Or I can just...
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we're done here, no?
Yes, go. Enough.
Well, I guess that was a waste. Gotta keep going south, I guess. Somewhere around here?
You see two lowly, defeated speakers. Thralls. Slaves, basically. Perched
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
a pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek, dedicated, victorious, sport.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest.
Only that's maddening. Fun ultra. We're the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine. These once respect a small heat emboss on the veneer reads, Solidarity aid from the People's Republic of Samara. The speakers themselves don't seem to
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist. Well, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers. Here's a crazy plan.
Yep.
Get the seed money for the sneakers, buy them, then buy the speakers too. Then sell the speakers to Roy. That wacky vent. Yup. Hustle and grind.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but okay.
You see, as the name, Sileng.
Happy
Feeling.
shopping, officer. Everything's cool. You're very cool. Bang, bang. Oh, yes. You got style.
I got style.
Personal style. You know what you like.
Maybe.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take me. It's a boring story, officer.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty. An Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the apricot suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left. That's so cool, officer. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? By drugs? I don't go in unless you're into drugs, of course. In which, that's very cool.
Yep.
A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He hasn't.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder, and he's an asshole.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of the. No! That's insane.
The fat hater.
It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that? Nothing. I told you.
And what crowd?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
Okay,
No.
healing.
He wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
it's a she, okay?
Okay.
The drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is,
He's not ruling her out.
I don't know. I'm not local.
Who are the other
all of
drivers?
them. I don't.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from it.
No need to dress this one up.
God damn.
Just tell him what you...
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes.
Are you trying to ask for money? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
No, it can't be this guy,
Good day
right?
to you, officers.
Water sign down.
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy. These are premium.
Save the economy. That sounds... You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments. Mate, the box smells like cat piss. Or like a...
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand. Buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and
Nice.
sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says. But also, this jacket is the apex of human evolution.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Yeah. Maybe if I wasn't on the cusp of having 2 days worth of reward. Hey, you've been ratted out now.
Lowman, you... Lowman, did you just call me a lady, Herife?
The woman's malevolent cackling fills the roundabout.
I'm a lady like you are, Gabriel Buenguerro. Only in dreams. I'm only terrifying to small children. And to do...
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other because they can no longer recognize the person I owe him?
Okay. Where's another lorry driver, though? God damn, it's such a mess. Wait, you're a lorry driver, aren't you?
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo. I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping she'd catch a break. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret.
Again, not a lie as far as you can tell.
A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law. A youngish woman. Gruff, but...
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just...
We can't just let it...
That's how it always is with you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how it works.
All part of the investigation.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is...
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she...
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Maybe.
Well, it looks like it did now.
1 second.
But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
It's getting cold. How to get Xena off the window.
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her. Fuck, man. Don't grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are...
He's right. There are other options. The racemen. Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her out.
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too. I thought you were a different kind of cop. Here.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these.
When did she leave?
Last
Nice.
Friday. She left them to me because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose.
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get them.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something.
No, I don't know. I bet you are. Nah, I need to think my own thoughts now.
Okay, well, got what I needed. Too bad I'm... Oh, this looks like a green lorry, right?
This green found A to Z.
This is the one our man pointed to.
Alright, 1 second. Alright, back.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and the door is locked. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put special care in. You push the key into the lock. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you.
Great.
The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century.
Is this supposed to be the 2050s then?
One of them particularly catches your eye. As there's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, the remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably.
All right.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulder. This is Tijon.
Tijon.
From the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her She wasted away in a drug den called The Door to the River. Not far from here, on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. The actresses looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. No, that's on 78.9. What? I happen to have committed the frequency to memory. I have no problem admitting that. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Cold suck.
Doesn't look like it.
That sucks.
It's completely
The smell of you wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like but one odd detail does catch your eye. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
So she left really recently.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine.
The Uland frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV.
The pull-out toolbox slide. You close the rust.
Great. I think we got everything. A word?
Sure.
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
Not agree.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
Agreed.
This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major...
I'm not sure what the Uland frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to... Yes, well... We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Evrard Claire would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose.
Agreed.
My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
In short, this is a future angle. Possibly a good one.
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, there are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we... The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is in... All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief over.
Alright, let's go to Joyce. Thanks, man, for that key.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
Okay, we're almost there. Do. You're not a bad person, though, just for turning in, you know, or being a snitch. It's fine being a snitch. It's fine. Worth more than you'll earn in all your life. Oof.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter, and I do apologise for the severe...
One of the tall buildings overlooking the
Yeah.
roundabout, most likely. That would give them a read on the entire quarter.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation?
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our... I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The
Yeah.
words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply an opening gambit, like you suggested, or a joke even. They did not appreciate the humor. Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Well, that sucks.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian...
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
Sounds about right.
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. Surely you're joking. These people are killers. My only hope is that yours provides a single... If you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present.
The débardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet,
Uh-huh.
the world's 2nd largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Decimate means only 1 in 10, though, so...
These men, work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
As I said, a bloodbath. Too many things have already gone wrong. Nameless, badgeless detective of the Citizens Militia. All we can do is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Downwell? Downwell, that's good.
They boast a long list
That was
of
dumb.
clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take
Fourth
place
world?
in third or fourth world countries.
Okay.
Guarding facilities, escort missions, and
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
yes, all the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Anything
Sadly,
else?
no. Before this happened, if you still have access to the ICP's database...
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, man?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group. I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being
Great.
truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot that the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman.
The lieutenant consults his notebook. His
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the... Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime late... That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea.
I have
As
an
I
idea.
said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the Colonel's remaining colleagues believe. If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. Lely.
Lily.
His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely.
Nom de guerre.
He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. One is a man.
Corty.
They call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is...
What would you say was his eye color? Did he see?
She closes her eyes.
I can't remember.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She popped.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age. Or gauge...
Indeed. This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury... In a way, it was humanizing. He
Yeah.
had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. They've gone to
What the other
ground, as it
two?
were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they don't have the same respect for the Revachol Citizens Militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Scab leader.
One is obviously the Scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still have...
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a...
Of course it bothers me,
Yeah.
Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
That would afford a good vantage point.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover
Uh-huh.
agent. There's a short way. I hope I can answer it better. Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on
her
Stay
mouth
quiet.
is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Port cities. On the oceans. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolores.
What's the use of this map?
sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it. Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
Okay.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande,
Grunge.
what I think must be the
Should be
Spatz
Grande.
Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this, Revachol. Those are the two constants, Vredefort on the shoulder and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these...
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Vredefort? Vredefort has a military academy. The Semines Islands saw a...
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to.
For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood spatter on the seas.
His platoon members? The other contractors, though I...
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task.
Do what you have to do, Detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out...
We will be careful, ma'am.
Is there anything else I...
I have this line all buffed out a little bit at least. That was a long chat. Hey, you.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? Ooh, not only have you found my address, you've...
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Yes, I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. Does anyone in a city like this? It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does.
The inspiration will come to her once hell is set loose on the streets.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
Okay, edgy.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Maybe wait till I have better higher conceptualization there. Guess let's talk to the Scab leader. I'm gonna say before that though, he might get violent. You have anything to say, Batman?
Looking for something?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you! Don't think so.
Silence. He takes the photo. Hard as a stone, but beneath.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in. Yeah. What it means.
Yeah.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here? Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush in Benital, 41.
Benital is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminese archipelago near the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Seminese nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory.
Okay.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion, this is about to get really graphic.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon.
Uh-huh.
At dawn, he comes upon two kips, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know. She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason. The kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them.
The fuck, dude?
Said primitive spirits. We're watching them drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Something stirs in your stomach.
No, I was in the domain, in Jamrock, being a bouncer. Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off. Go ahead. All right, now.
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with
Free flow of commerce! Fucking bug.
I'm going to interpret that as a yes.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow.
Wow, 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 wow. Did I talk to this guy yet? I guess I can't actually talk to him even.
Life doesn't need. I'll be with you.
Hey, sup, broski?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measure.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup.
Alright.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration.
These manly men are playing
Balls.
This is a ball game. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth. Already, your muscles are adjusting. An embodiment of pure motion. A fun.
Let's go.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably.
What the hell is your problem?
You're French.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone.
A man his age getting worked up like that? Better watch that blood pressure.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull. Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You
Take it easy, René. This is just a miss.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You
Orange
are a
slug.
goddamn bull. Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their...
Yes. Why did you come here? You never know. He might know.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. It's a private matter.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business.
It's his heart.
Yeah, figures.
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's...
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any...
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard book? She is nobody. This is none of your concern.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, And she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes, yes.
Great.
Like I said, unfortunately I don't. And like most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement.
That's good.
This affair has passed in Martinez. The union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term.
No, it's not.
I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring
Thank you,
order to
Renee.
our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. I know the kind. Gaston here is the same.
Oh, René. If you're...
Yes. The terrain here provides an...
It's an earthquake.
It was left by hip. Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you
You're
like.
right. Yep.
They just chose the name to feel special. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber.
It was probably a bit more complicated.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
Okay.
Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other
2008?
Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
BRBs again. Alright, back.
Blood ground. You got old René going...
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my damn right son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. Now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
This ain't working for them, huh?
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific...
Different men have opinions on these things. Present one.
No, they don't. But I'm sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting rabid commies, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Yeah, that pissed me off
I
too.
would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
Sadly.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This, it doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown.
He slouches as he says that.
A true king in both blood and mind.
Alright.
Led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is
All right.
present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten all? It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's borders when it happened. When we took our last stand again. Ah, yes!
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Yep.
A superpower! feared and respected. A testament to what this country decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. A nation is only as strong as its leader.
Don't get started on that again.
Okay.
What happened, happened.
The carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy
Purple.
the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision.
Yeah, I'm gonna call
Well,
bullshit on that.
Regnum cocaine.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in late.
He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Yeah, I know that
Please,
feeling.
officer, don't encourage him. Do spare us the cocaine fairy tales. The RCM isn't interested in them.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to...
Right.
Oh, heck yeah. I can collect trash now. Wait. It's something. I'm gonna be so rich by the end of this. Holy shit. Whirling in rags. Blah.
The tear machines, your bottles clunk into the machine.
All right, money. It's a hit. Might as well go pay my dues for today. Douche.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
You see a heavy steel. The door doesn't. The cobalt blue. Old cobalt. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one.
Hey, you.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting? Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have here aggressive? You make your living in...
So you were spying on us. We've talked to Everard Claire. We know who these men are.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are...
Fuck yeah.
No.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Get sober. Do your job. Ask your questions.
Tell me get sober.
You like the hard stuff, Brota.
Yeah.
Evening falls. The vows are blurred. Lower intestine. The term fascism, Brota. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachol's problems? Yes, them. Women.
What? No.
Women. Men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But
from a feminist.
Feminists? No.
Did you know you can forget thoughts? Go to your thought cabinet and forget all about feminism.
Stomach truth. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. For the nation, smart. Best not to mention the women too often. Of course you are, Brute.
I'm almost gonna have that one done. That's nice. Where is that fishing village?
This Post Levantorie mail collection, a faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Immer...
Hat. Gonna be like, you
the
weirdo.
box seems happy. Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the coon. And St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set. The mailbox does not know how to man up. It is an inanimate object. But the documents inside the envelope...
It's not going to be that easy. We need to dirty our hands with the sick...
Where's this fishing village bullshit? Down the coast. Where is this fishing village? Oh, I can't access it yet anyways. Okay, that's good to know.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
This is Precinct 57. Not yet. But I was able to convince... Sylvie Malay. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, Detective? You mean, why did I leave the bar?
Why not?
Maybe, I don't know.
You hear the call
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57.
in the cabin. You
I guess I can check that out. I don't know. May talk to the Measurehead guy again? I don't know.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
Okay.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike
the Hardy manlets are
manlets.
the pay of the
Oh,
company.
jeez.
I answer to the Union alone, and I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles.
Is that why you're broke? Oh.
Now leave me be. Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant. And a knockout.
Good to know.
Find out for yourself.
Interesting.
There is nothing. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
Where to go? We have like 7 hours left.
Yes? What about me? Good. Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your... That's good. Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into...
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just the reason for nihilistic binge drinking.
Yeah, I know that feel.
Excuse me? Frankly, Detective, you are in a deranged state. I can't let you proceed without close supervision. In fact, under normal circumstances, I'd be duty-bound to report you. Take some you time? This is a might. It's important not to let one...
The lieutenant is pretty...
Wait, I have that book. Hmm. No. Oof. Ah, come on. Uh-huh.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone, glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought...
Well, I know what this means.
An inconspicuous pile, because there's a secret door hidden behind the... There it is. You see a shabby little door.
There we go. Good shit.
What is this then? A tool?
Check it out. Check it out. It's all the magnesium. Yeah.
Amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the...
The 15th Indo tribe.
Nice.
Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley.
That's actually very good. That money, holy shit. Oh. Am I stupid? Maybe Kuno knows something. Goddamn cunt.
Necromancer pig? That shit was dark. Going in there like that. Kuno dies. You're gonna pick one out of his brain like that too? Kuno's gonna go out in a hail of bullets. Gonna look like a fucking porcupine. You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. And then what? You fucking there. You fucking Kuno's kingdom.
Can you punch this kid, please?
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno!
Kuno S.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What?
What What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno,
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
that's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
So you're a drug.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but...
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything? Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube and...
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't
That's
do
not true.
anything.
I would know.
Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk. Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Kuno's a kingpin. Don't be yanking your shit in front of the Kuno. Kuno's always serious, always rolling. Big kilo, but you ain't getting any.
Belying the act. He's actually telling the truth. Or at least 0.00001% of it. He has a little speed. He's just...
The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Kuno, you look like your mother drank when you were in the womb.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
I doubt that, Kuno.
You wanna fuck on someone? Yeah,
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking
Wait,
crazy
what?
about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peeper.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels...
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it.
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Get the fuck out of here calling Kuno stupid.
They're lost without you, Kuno. They need you. You're in control of this.
Why don't you figure your shit out yourself?
Maybe we should.
You're testing...
Get lost,
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
These kids are... Can we hit them, please? I want to play this game with the guy who's strong, the, tough character, just to beat the shit out of these two. Mostly this guy. Her a little bit, but Kuno a bit more. Anywho, alright, it's almost 11. Good night. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe.